Hello YouTube, my name is DigDeeper10 and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. Yeah, we've finished it. We're on the Vanguard and it took almost 2 months. Yeah. Oh, actually just over a month actually, so yeah. But the wait is over, we're finally at Vanguard and yeah. Bit of history though, before we get into it. First, it was my first ever British, just Tier 7 battleship in general. Tier 7 ship in general, actually. It was my first high tier ship in general, actually. Yeah, I've had this ship a long while. Let's get straight into it, shall we? So we are running Andrew Cunningham, same builds as always. There is a second build though that I can recommend. I'll show you in a minute. But first, inspirations: Charles Madden and Fisher, both for reload. Madden for traverse speed and Fisher for range. Base trait: concentrated devastation. Flammable cannoneer, gyrating drill bits, marksmanship, reaching out XXL, and fight fire with fire. We are legendary 3, rank 16. Okay, the second build for the ship is John Fisher himself. So I have inspirations, Paolo de Revel and Andrew Cunningham. I did, however, have, I think it was William Sims, because one of the base traits it's like you digress 4% of your health for something else. I don't know. But base trait is Furious Temper, Flammable Cannoneer. It's this gyrating drill bits instead of Dance with Death. Gyrating drill bits, Reformer, that's the thing, yeah. So you get more range, obviously top, not bothered. Main battery dispersion, yes, but maximum HP is decreased by -4%. So I think it's like 69,000 damage, 1,000 HP instead of 71, I think. So yeah. You do, however, get 2 heals, which is amazing, and instead of, I mean, you can run speed as my armor, but the only thing you'll get from that is more speed, more maximum movement speed. However, you can have fire with fire. Again, this is legendary 3, rank 16. Let's change it back to Cunningham. Okay. Oh my god, what buttons? Right. Upgrades. We are running aiming systems mod 1 for better accuracy. Amazing for that. Steering gears mod 2, a must have for this ship. The firing angles on the rear turrets are terrible. Concealment mod 1, obviously, as usual, and we've got the main battery mod 3 because we don't have the artillery plotting ream. That's just the Americans that have that. So I mean, you can have AA, second nose, no point. I mean, AA, meh, not really any point though. You're not going to get into a aircraft carrier game every single time. So go for the main battery mod 3. It is epic. If you wanted to, obviously upgrade it to a legendary, but I don't really play the ship much, so I mean, there's not much point. Okay, loadout. There's nothing really much to say here. We do get a reload booster. Reason being, it's been buffed so many times. I call it the buff guard sometimes. Yes, the buff guard. Because of how many times it's been buffed, and yeah, I don't think it'll ever be buffed again. Hopefully not. So yeah. So, but you do have a 1 reload booster, which actually does come in handy here and there. Boosters, just getting the common credit boosters because our credits is fairly low because I've just gotten another Russian cruiser. Oh my god. Look, I'm not concentrating at all. As I was gonna say, we've got the Type 9 camo, which is actually the historical camo, which was on the Vanguard when it was launched, or when it was commissioned actually. And yeah, it actually looks pretty nice on it. Oh my god. Oh my god. I am not... What am I doing? I'm sorry about this. Okay, flag. We've got the Dreadnought flag. As usual, got the Union Jack on, so I mean, yeah. I'm British. It is a British ship. May as well. Specs. Jesus Christ. Hit points. We've got 71,700 with an armor scheme of 16 to 356 millimeters, with a torpedo damage reduction of 25%. Torp damage reduction, as usual, the same as Iowa, so it's okay. Hit points, they're okay as well for the tier. Armor, yeah, expected. Artillery, though, we've almost maxed it out. Okay, so we've got the 381mm 42 Mark 1s. You've got 4x2 of those, reaching out to 19.5 kilometers, reloading in 21.1 seconds. Turn time is 27.4 seconds. Okay, so just bear in mind, you're lobbing 8 15-inch shells, HE or AP, every 21.1 seconds, and that decreases every 30,000 damage you do with the epic mod. So yeah, it's nasty. HE shell damage, 5,800, which isn't bad for the tier. Oh, well, for Vanguard actually. 5 second chance is 42% actually, so 6% below Conqueror. But the HE still does come in handy, and it is pretty nice. AP 13,500, so an okay shell damage for the AP. Obviously, it is short fuse AP, so it will be difficult to Citadel battleships when broadside. But cruisers, go ahead. They love going explodey. They just love going explodey boom with the British short fuse AP. So you know, just bear in mind. Obviously, you still can chunk. Say, for example, Bismarck. You can chunk that for about 20k with this AP. Still smashes. Obviously, you can't Citadel it. Well, you potentially can. But yeah. Secondary armament. You've got the 134mm 50 Mark 1s. You've got 8x2 of those, reaching out to 5.2 kilometers, reloading in 6.7 seconds. Doing 1900 damage, HE, shell damage actually, and 5 second chance is 8%. They're shit, secondaries. They are. They do not do anything, so do not run a secondary build on this. I don't know who would, or, you know, they're just insane. Yeah, don't ever do it. Okay, don't ever do it. In a million years, ever do it. Secondaries are poopy on this ship. AA, it's okay. AA actually. So yeah, you've got the 40mm Bofors Mark 7s, reaching out. You've got 11 by one of those. Reached out 3.5 kilometers, doing 96 damage per second. You've then got the 40mm Stag 1x2 40mm gun, reaching out to 3.5 kilometers again, doing 25 damage per second. That's the gun on top of the turret, the second turret B. You've then got the 40mm Bofors Mark 6s. You've got 10x6 of those, reaching out to 3.5 kilometers again, but dealing 292 damage per second. That is your heart of your AA. Really, that's the heart of your AA. Obviously, it is 3.5 though, so yeah, that's a bit of a downside. So you know, AA, you can kind of rely on it, but also don't always think, oh yeah, I'm gonna rely on that. That's gonna be completely fine. I'm fine with that. Yeah, no, you're not really. But yeah, you've then got the secondaries, 134mm 50 Mark 1s, 8x2 of those, reaching out to 5.2 kilometers, doing 68 damage per second. Maneuverability, it's pretty fast. It's the same as Iowa, but it is pretty fast. Obviously, it is British. We are our battleships are renowned for, you know, hit and runs. So if we so one of the tactics that we used in World War One and World War Two is we get hit and then like we hit the enemy, they hit us, we hit the enemy, they hit us, and you know, and if we are hurt, we can run because of the speed we have. Like, and then heal. Obviously, this can be a tactic in the game as well. Heal or repair or whatever, and then turn right back around and then go back to the enemy because the repair parties on these things are very, very nice. But the turning circle radius is a bit of a downside. 850 meters, bad. Rudder shift time 11.4. That's pretty nice though for a battleship. Obviously, we do have steering gears mod 2 on, which helps, but yeah. You really want to turn to get the rear turrets involved with this ship. Oh, sorry about that, burped. Concealment. Okay, so our camo is maxed out, so the detectability range by sea is exact by 13.1 kilometers. Firing main guns 19.5. When the ship's on fire 15.1. By air is always 11. After firing main guns is 18.6. When the ship's on fire 14. Guaranteed is always 2, and while firing in smoke is 13.9. Stats, okay, we're not bothered about AI. Okay, standard, where I have played 227 games in this thing. Victories 112. Battle survived 88. Yeah. Not really, not a very good survivability rate, I must say. But highest battle achievements: max ships destroyed 7. Yes, 7. And I will get that right up. I'll get that on the screen at the end of this video. So yeah, just stick around or just skip to the end. I'm not really bothered, but it'd be nice if you stuck around to the end because yeah, that game was actually a very long time ago. To be fair, I think it was the first few months I had this ship. Yeah, it was insane. I was so hyped. But yeah, 7 kills in the ship, insane. Aircraft destroyed 36, so pretty nice, pretty nice. AA can do some stuff. Max damage 175,721, and that's the game I'm going to show you. And it is my new record in this ship. So yeah, so next video will obviously be the Vanguard gameplay, and that will be my new record in the ship. So yeah, I would wait for a while, or not for, actually it should be coming out at the end of this week. So yeah. Max damage. Oh, I've already done max damage. Max XP 3100. Again, that's my new record in this ship. Same game I'm going to show you. But yeah, warship spotted 4. Damage upon spotting is 61,000, and potential damage is 3 million. We're not really bothered about the others, so we're just going to leave them. Okay, armor. Yeah. You're very yellow. You are very yellow. Okay, so you've got the average 32 mil bow and stern. Your deck's 32 mil as well, so you know, just be careful, and a bit of your upper plating is. Yeah, you just need to be careful here. Yeah, that's all I have to say really. The only ships that can overmatch you are actually Georgia and Musashi. That's about it, I think. Yeah, okay. Let's remove all of this, and you are left with the gigantic citadel of sadness. Yes, it has a citadel. It's massive, and it's waterline. Not ideal. Plus, it's the same width as the actual ship. Bad. You love getting... If you go up against a ship, which I know a lot of people watching this have, yeah, that's your prime target for citadels. This ship does not like getting citadeled. It really does not. And you have no turtle back whatsoever. It's not German, it's British, so yeah. Big downside is to this as well, your firing angles on your turrets are shit. They're about this, so you're like, you're over angled, you're about broadside, so you will get citadeled while shooting your rear turrets if you're broadside. But if you angle, obviously you've got a bit of a belt there, so you can protect yourself a little bit if you angle. But yeah. Obviously, if you know what you're doing, I will say this: if you know what you're doing, you angle, you take your speed, use your speed and maneuverability well. You'll be able to get the rear turrets involved and do quite a lot of damage. So yeah. Okay, overview. Superior HE pen, above average HE shell penetration. No kidding, it's throughout all of the British battleship line. If you look at all of the British battleship line, the heavies, not the battle cruisers, all of them, they have the superior HE pen. Okay? The HE on these British battleships are nasty. Do not underestimate them. Okay? They are nasty. You can burn to death very quickly with these. Great heal. Repair party restores severe damage. I actually forgot to show you guys. Yes. 1,606. It is better than the HP per second. It's better than the Conqueror, but it only lasts 10 seconds. Well, the Conqueror lasts 20, and that's about 1,300. So this restoring 16,000 damage. Well, HP with this. Conqueror around 26,000. So yeah, big difference there, big difference. But yeah, the heals are very nice, and if you're running the Fisher build, you get 5 of them, which is amazing. Barrage equipped or can be equipped with main battery reload booster. Yes, because it got buffed a million times. This is now called Buffguard. Okay. Don't forget the name. Remember it. Buffguard. 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 Yes. Yeah, but the reload booster does come in clutch. It really does. You know, when you're shooting the HAP cruiser, you don't think it's gonna miss. Don't think it's gonna miss. Don't think it's gonna hit. Pop the reload booster if it's still broadside and smack him right in the face, and say, "Oh yeah, I've got reload booster." You didn't see that coming, but yeah. Reload booster always comes in handy. Always comes in handy. Vanguard, the last British battleship of the Royal Navy and the world. Do not start this argument with me again. I've had this argument a million times. It is not the Missouri or the New Jersey or any of the Iowa class battleships that were the last battleships ever built. This was the last ever British battleship and battleship in the entire world to be built. Missouri, New Jersey, or whatever were already built. Okay, the only reason people are saying that is because they got decommissioned and then commissioned for the Korean War. This was already scrapped by then, so you know, just. You know, yes, the battleship era ended after, you know, I think it was Missouri got decommissioned. But this was the last ever battleship to be built in the world, so yeah. Don't forget it, okay? I've had this argument plenty of times. I don't want to say I have this argument again. I'm sick of it. Search it up, literally search it up. What was the last battleship on the in the world to ever be built? I'll literally search it up right now. I swear to God, it is Vanguard. What is the last ever battleship ever to be built? HMS Vanguard. Commissioned in 1946. Yeah. Yeah. There's your evidence. So, yeah. Okay, so due to the specific conditions, oh my god, of her construction phase, she combined high-speed, powerful AA guns and up-to-date equipment while still preserving obsolete main battery guns. She entered service in 1946 and there were one of them, the Vanguard. Now, if you look at the guns very, very carefully, you may recognise them. And yes, they are off the Queen Elizabeth and Warspite. They are the exact same guns, frankly enough. And a few of the actual turrets on the actual real-life Vanguard were off of the Warspite. Once the Warspite was scrapped, they took the barrels and I think they left the turrets on, but I think they took the barrels off and put them in a new turret turret housing. So they are the same guns as the Warspite and Queen Elizabeth. So if we have a look right now, bear with and Renown actually, and Renown. Bear with though. 42 Mark 1s, yep, they are the same. Renown and Repulse actually. 42 Mark 1s. Repulse. 42 Mark 1s. And if we look, actually we don't need to look at Warspite because it's the sister ship of Queen Elizabeth. So as you can see, the 15-inch gun was very successful for the Royal Navy, and it was their best gun they actually ever made. Obviously, they did have the 16-inch gun on the Rodney and the Nelson. That didn't really work out for them, so they decided to stop building them and go back to the 15-inch gun that Winston Churchill actually created. He actually designed well, he didn't design, but he wanted the Queen Elizabeth class battleship to be built, and he got them built, and he made the 15-inch gun that are on them to this day. Obviously not, but yeah, if you know what I mean. So let's have a look at her, shall we? Honestly, she is very nice looking. Honestly, she's a very nice looking ship. You know, the guns do look a little undersized. They do look a little bit small for the ship. Obviously this was going to have 16-inch guns in 2x4 in the 2x4 arrangement for the first design of Vanguard, but they decided not to do it because they knew the 16-inch gun wasn't their best gun. So they decided, no, we're going to stay with a 15-inch gun. It made it look, obviously, like, you know, undersized, slightly smaller, but they are very, very, well, were accurate back in the day. You know, if we're talking real life, they were accurate. They were so accurate. Especially the Warspite guns. The Warspite hit, like, a Italian ship, like, 29 kilometers away. And they just ran off because of that. You know? So, you know, just don't underestimate these 15-inch guns. They can punch. Yeah. She's a very nice looking ship. I love the camouflage on this thing. Obviously, it is historical. It was on the Vanguard herself. Obviously, you've got a big superstructure, so you need to be careful. You can get a lot of pen in that. But, yeah. So that's all I have time for you guys today. Make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below if you haven't already. I will leave that picture up after I've done the outro of the 7 kill game, and yeah. So with that being said, guys, I will see you next time in the Vanguard. Goodbye. Hey guys, future me. I said I'd show you you guys the 7 kill game I had in this ship, and yeah, here's the 7 kill game. Yeah, crazy game. 139,000 damage, 7 kills, first blood, Confed, Dreadnought, and High Kel. So yeah. But I'll leave you guys to it, and I'll see you next video in the Vanguard. Goodbye.